It's not been a bad old weekend, has it? Let's be honest. It's been a while. Been a long while. I can't remember the last time, genuinely, that I've really enjoyed a weekend of football like to this kind of extent. It's been a long while. It was an outstanding day for West Ham yesterday. It really was, from start to finish as well. That's what I loved about it more. It didn't feel like, I mean, I hate the fact, well, no, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take that back. I don't hate the fact that we're getting criticism from Arsenal fans and stuff. I quite like it. I feel like you're doing something quite right. But this whole smash and grab thing, and as if like West Ham didn't deserve much out of it, we just nicked a result, because people can lean on the whole, well, Arsenal had 20 odd shots and all that kind of stuff, or 20 attempts, sorry, on target or whatever, but two on target. I felt yesterday was actually quite comfortable. I really did. Considering the fact we were playing a team that were fighting for a Premier League title, second in the league, they got to make up some ground against Liverpool. I was expecting more. I thought West Ham handled things really well. I thought Graham Potter got it absolutely spot on. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. I've got no shame in saying it. And why not? We have had such a terrible season. Let's be honest. It's been a horrible, long slog of a campaign, and one that it came with so much promise, didn't it? After the summer of spending, and with a new head coach, it was all quite exciting at the time, and then it just fell apart. And it's been a real horrible season, and it really has been one of from watching these videos. If you're, oh, by the way, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, free to do so, and follow us on this journey. And why not, especially after yesterday's performance and result against Arsenal. But the fact we've struggled so much this season, and we haven't had much to shout about. We really haven't. And as I say, people will know from watching on the channel, I've been saying, bring on May, come roll on May. I can't wait to see the end of this season. It feels a little bit. It was one of them results yesterday and performances and days for the club and for the fans and everyone, that it just made it all worth it in a sense. It kind of made you feel, okay, it's been a really horrible season, but I can the fact we did that, just partly makes it a little bit worth it. I'm really pleased, really delighted. Obviously, I did a quick video yesterday on the sort of a reaction to the result. But I just want to talk a little bit more detail about it. Not go through exactly the step by step of the game, but just talk about the players actually individually. Because I feel like with that result, it was one that, and performance, should I say, it's hard to pick out one player and say, oh, they were amazing, and the rest were, it was such a group, a fantastic group effort. Everyone played so well. Everyone played their part, and played so well. I mean, I thought Areola. I mean, I've got to say, as I said, for all these attempts Arsenal had and all these pressure apparently we were under, smash and grab rubbish. Do you know what, Areola, apart from the save he made, I think it was against Trossard when he saved it with his feet, I don't really remember him having to make many other saves. I really don't. I felt like he was pretty quiet. I thought, as I say, I was pretty comfortable. I thought the goalkeeper, the back line, we'll come to him in a minute, were outstanding. I'm really pleased. I mean, it was, can't fault Areola at all. And the back three, obviously, we had Jean-Claire Todibo came back in. I've got to say, Todibo, he was outstanding. He was really good. I mean, he was given an hour, which I think was correct considering the fact that he, sorry, I've got to clean my glasses. He, he's come back from injury. It was clearly obvious that he was going to be given a certain amount of time to play by Potter. That was going to be it, which I understand. But I thought he looked excellent. He really did. A real hope there, isn't there, in terms of our back line now? If we can just keep him fit, playing alongside Kilman, I'm really pleased. I mean, Kilman looks so much better, doesn't he, with Todibo alongside him? I thought he was excellent. A really impressive performance from Todibo. I'm really happy with him. As I say, and Kilman was excellent as well. Aaron Creswell, I mean, for a player that was so close to leaving not too long ago, I'm thrilled with him. I mean, he has been excellent when called upon this season, and he was, again, outstanding. So comfortable. It's like he's adopted his game a little bit, changed things around, adapted his game so well from his usual position, obviously previously more of a left-back role. He obviously hasn't got the pace for that anymore, but he's slotting him really well, that left side of the back three. Works really well. So I'm really pleased for him. It feels like, for someone that's coming towards the end of his days at West Ham, what a way to sort of be bowing out if this is to be his last season, of course. I mean, the way he's playing at the moment, you wouldn't be surprised actually if the club would be tempted to give him one more year. But I just, let's wait and see. Ollie Scholes as well, of course, he was out on the left hand side. Excellent, excellent performance from him. I mean, for a player that's come through the academy this season, he just seems like he's really gripped hold now of that shirt. He is becoming a really important player of this team. He was outstanding. I mean, my word, for the fact he's an academy lad, it's so exciting to see someone with that much talent and love for West Ham. I mean, Graham Potter's words about Skulls after the game was excellent. I was so pleased with him. I mean, honestly, I just feel like there is a potential like England player there. He really is. He is some talent, Skulls, and yeah, I love what he brings to this side. I mean, for me, he's cementing himself now to take that is his shirt. It's his to lose as far as I'm concerned. There's no way that Emerson comes back in for him, and I wouldn't be. For me, he starts against Leicester 100%. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I mean, again, there was also question marks when we got him, wasn't there? Yeah, he's not too good going forward, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's more of a defensive player. He won't be able to play that wing-back role. He's been outstanding in that position. He was excellent, obviously, on hand to provide the assist for the goal, which he tied up with Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen won the ball, laid off to Wan-Bissaka, who created a brilliant run down the right-hand side, cut it back, beautiful cross, should I say, back into the box. To Declan Rice, obviously, losing his man in Jared Bowen, and he just nodded it into an empty net. Fantastic goal that was. As I say, Wan-Bissaka, can't fault him, can you? Just what a player, what a signing he has turned out to be for West Ham. Edson Alvarez, I've given him a bit of criticism over this season. I think at times he'd be hit and miss, but yesterday was most definitely a hit for him. He worked his bloody socks off. He was excellent. This is the thing I'm liking with Graham Potter. I'm going to come to Graham Potter in a minute. This is what this thumbnail is about. When I talk about him and how well he got this team organised. I mean, I will come to him in a minute, but it's seeing the players that will respond so well since he's arrived, and there's a few players that have really stepped up, and I feel like Alvarez is one of them. He just looks so much better. He was excellent yesterday, one of his best performances for West Ham, I would say. James Ward-Prowse, also in the middle. I mean, for a player that's come back off loan from Nottingham Forest after a poor loan, he couldn't get in that side, and not because it was anything he done. It was just the fact that Forest have been so good this season. Well, no, not today. They're 4-1 down at the moment. I don't know. It's going to obviously turn out as I'm recording this. It's second half now. And they're 4-1 down. So. He couldn't get in the team, but he's come back to West Ham. What a decision that's been from Potter to say get out of range, get him back in the side, because he's already proven to be an important player for us. He's come back. I thought he worked so hard yesterday. Really pleased for him, even if he's a bit slower than their goalkeeper. If you saw that at the end when. Was it Raya, wasn't it? Going back, it was when they right at the death. They were throwing the goalkeeper up, trying to nick an equaliser, and obviously we cleared the ball. And James Ward-Prowse, going to chase the ball, and Raya outruns him. I thought it was quite funny, but no, he was outstanding. I thought excellent. Again, honestly, I can say this about every player. Thomas Souček, I thought he started quite sloppy actually, giving the ball away a fair amount, but as he actually grew into the game and he became so gritty and. See, he was just really up for a battle in that midfield, and I actually thought overall he actually played very well in the end. As I say, aside from that sort of early exchanges where I felt he was a little bit lazy at times with his passing and a bit, was misplacing passes all over the place a little at times. So I found that a little bit frustrating. But as I say, as the game went on, he just grew and grew into it, and I feel like he sort of adapted his game to sort of accommodate what was going on. And I just felt like he then sort of took on that role as being someone that was going to sort of bully the Arsenal midfield. And I thought he did that really well. I'm going to go on. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to save one player till the end. Jared Bowen, first of all. I mean, goal scorer, captain, come back from injury. You can't get any better really than him at the moment. He is such an important player for West Ham. Obviously our captain, but he's exceptional, Bowen, isn't he? He really is. He's such a good player, and we are so lucky to have him. And the fact that he's, loves West Ham and he's committed his long-term future. I mean, it really is such a vital cog in the machine for West Ham. And again, another player I feel like is thriving under Potter. I feel like he's really enjoying it. Mohamed Kudus is the one I'm going to save this for. I'm going to come to subs in a second, but Mohamed Kudus, I would say that was his best performance of the season yesterday. He worked. He always seems to work very hard. I've said a lot of times he huffs and puffs without a lot of success. I felt like yesterday he was on point. His role in that win. I thought he executed it really well. He caused Arsenal so many problems. And he's running and he's And the fact it's the way that he holds up the ball so well for the guy of his size. I know he's quite a chunky player, isn't he? He's got a lot of muscle behind him. He can see out the ball, but he looks solid. Like players just can't get near him, and we're talking sort of players that have far larger than him. They just cannot get near him, and he's just an outstanding player. When he's on it, Kudus, he really is a stunning footballer. And I just felt that yesterday was that was the Kudus that we know we've seen last season, just so influential and so important. And one of those performances that makes me go, oh, I really don't want to lose him now if he does go in the summer. I've been sort of saying this season, do you know what, 85 million, I'll take it. But he was just one of those reminders of what he can do. If he could do that every week, I mean, well, I'm not say every single week going to play to that level, but if he could be near there or thereabouts every week, my word, he's outstanding. What a quality footballer he is when he wants it, I tell you. Excellent performance from Kudus. He was my man of the match, actually. I thought he was excellent yesterday. Then we had substitutions. We had Mavropanos came on for Tadibo. I'm just going for the times here. That was on the hour mark, as I say. Tadibo, I felt it was that time. He just got booked, actually, right before he came off Tadibo, which is a bit annoying, really, considering the fact we want to, don't really want him getting suspended or anything like that. But it was nothing to do with the yellow card because the Mavropanos was already ready to come on. So I actually thought Mavropanos wasn't too bad, although he did give away a free kick again, which just makes you go, right at the death this was. And you just think, and it was just totally pointless challenge. I feel for Mavropanos. I want him to do well at West Ham. I don't want to see anyone, struggle. But he's just one of them players I'm finding so frustrating. Every time he seems to come on, there's always an error. There's always an issue. And even with that game, where you think, come on, against your old team, obviously scored against them last season, and he just gives away a stupid free kick at the end, and you're like, what are you doing? You don't need to even make the challenge. Just follow the man. Why? But I think it was Trossard. He's all just kicked out at him for no reason. The Trossard's not even going towards goal. He's not going anywhere, causing any danger. Just follow the player. Just guide him right at the death, and he just decides to kick out at him. And you just think it's things like that that make me go, I'm not convinced, and I'm pretty sure Graham Potter will be feeling that as well. Evan Ferguson came on with Jared Bowen on the 82nd minute, so obviously played sort of 10 minutes, but I think he would have come on earlier had it would not have been going so well. We were just so effective in what we were doing. I feel like it just sort of hampered him coming to pitch, but which I don't think is any problem at all because we want to keep him fresh and fit. Obviously, we've got Leicester coming up on Thursday, which I can't bloody wait for now, which is fantastic. But no, I was impressed with Ferguson. Always looks so dangerous. Carlos Soler came on for Alvarez towards the end as well. Sort of like the last few minutes. So there wasn't really too much to say about him really. But it just shows as well now the depth we've got on that bench, which makes such a big difference, doesn't it? Look, Graham Potter deserves a real pat on the back for that. I feel like he got that totally spot on, showing how dynamic he is as a manager, how different he can play. I feel like he's now established the formation that's going to see us out this season. If I'm Graham Potter now, I would not be trying to implement any real big changes to this team now, because between now and the end of the season, we want to pick up as many points as we can. And I just feel like this back three with the wing back set up and the box midfield, it just suits us. It really we seem to have a real connection with that system, with the players that we've got. The players look so comfortable. And considering the fact, the performance that we saw against Brentford, where it was the polar opposite of that, players looking lost, looking, like I said in the review of that game, a little bit Lopetegui-esque. It felt like I was going to wait to see him there. It was like the ghost of Lopetegui, that the players just looked totally confused by the position, whereas this system just seems to breathe a reassurance around the way that we play, amongst the team and the other players. The players all seem to not understand each other's roles and know what they're doing, and we just seem so comfortable with it. I mean, the fact, as I say, against Arsenal, we were against a team that had more possession, more chances. We were comfortable. We were really comfortable. I think that just shows what I'm saying, that the players just seemed so organised. They know what they were doing. There was I didn't see any nerves out there. I didn't see any players thinking, Jesus, I'm struggling here. I'm trying to adapt something. It's just like they knew they knew exactly what they were there to do. And we just carried out our roles very, very effectively. It was just an all-round outstanding performance. And I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing today. It's the first time in a long time. I've watched the match of the day twice. Twice. I mean, this season I barely watch it. Do you know what I mean? I watch it because of what I have to do, as i.e. doing this job and doing bits and pieces for what I do and podcasting and stuff. So I have to sort of keep up to date, watching other games. Obviously, I want to, But I find it hard. I'm watching it and I'm not really finding it easy to watch because what's going on at West Ham all season, I'm just feeling so deflated. I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to keep watching this back because watching other teams do well can be painful as well. But this time round, this weekend, it was the first time I've actually gone, God, you know what? I actually really just want to indulge in match of the day, enjoy some football. And it's been fantastic, hasn't it? I mean, what a weekend. Um, to go to bloody the Emirates as well and do it there and deny them their title bid again is just it's fantastic. I'm absolutely delighted, as I'm sure you are. So this week, what we've got, I've got tomorrow doing a live show. Just to remind you, so it's a live show tomorrow, it'll be at noon with me and Tom. We're going to talk about the stadium situations. That's going to be the sort of focal point. Obviously, we'll talk about the Arsenal game as well, Graham Potter and a few other bits and pieces. So we'll talk a little bit more about it then. But yeah, this is a really good day, really good moment as a West Ham fan. We and don't ever feel like you shouldn't be enjoying this because I'm now getting messages from Arsenal fans with a few others that show me pictures of the league table and oh yeah, look at you celebrating. Why are you happy about this? Where you are in the league? It's like, I mean, I don't take much notice of it to be honest with you, but I don't want others to feel like they've got to feel embarrassed about enjoying it. You know what I mean? Well, they were jumping and cheering about our stadium when they beat us, so you know what I mean. It swings and roundabouts. You know, we have not had a lot to enjoy this season, but bloody hell, I'm going to enjoy this. It really did have the hallmarks of everything. And seeing Declan Rice come off as well, looking quite unhappy on the bench, of course, was also like a little bit of the cherry on the cake, I thought, for that one. I'm really, really happy, as you can tell. Good week ahead. Really looking forward to Thursday night. Leicester at home. Obviously, we'll have the preview for that on Wednesday. I'm buzzing. I really am. I just want to see the end of this season out now, and hopefully we can have a few more decent results. I look forward to a big summer ahead. But look, hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And why not? If you're having a roast or whatever you're doing, go and bloody enjoy it. Sit back, enjoy some football, and yeah, and if you get a little bit bored, just go and look at some highlights of yesterday's result because it's always nice to turn a team over like Arsenal, isn't it? And deny them the title bid once again. Come on, you hands.